Morning, guys. Friday, May 2nd, 2025. Some heavy rain came through last night, which kind of puts a damper on my painting for a little bit. Looks like we got some rainy days ahead as well. Just out this morning, if you look, my garage, my little one-stall garage is just can't even walk without bumping into stuff. So, gonna spend the morning cleaning, organizing, and putting stuff away, and that's what I'm gonna do. Later on, I gotta go into the apartments and start cleaning the inside. I gotta do the windows. I bought the vinyl replacement windows that tilt in for easy cleaning, so it's not going to be much of a task, but I got to go down and get some baby wipes. You use baby wipes first, and then you dry clean with some, Windex. The chances of having dust, because I've lived in each one of these apartments, and I would move into it, gut it, totally restore it, and just when it would get looking nice, I would move into the next apartment and rent out the nice one. And that's how I brought my rents up quickly on the property, because when I re-rented that freshly painted and modernized apartment, I can more or less triple the rent of what I could have got out of it, because it was pretty bad. It was ceilings in the bathroom that were like this. It was just crazy. And I took care of, lived in all three apartments. So for the first 10 years living here, I lived in a construction zone. And then finally, I built the house I'm living in now after the 10th year, after having renovated those apartments and brought the value up. And it's an investment. Every day after work, I would stop at the hardware store and pick up what I needed to work that evening, and refresh the bathrooms and stuff. I didn't use the most expensive stuff, and it's funny, I learned a lesson. I originally thought, use brass. Man, let me tell you, it was a bad idea using brass out here. The iron in the water turned the brass to mush. Literally, it was. So now I use the cheap plastic faucets and stuff, and they work fine. Been in there for years, no problem. So, live and learn, right? I'll use brass, it lasts forever. It's amazing what you learn. But I got high. The water's good. I had it tested at the university. They do free water testing. And several of the tenants had sent samples over as well and requested. And they said it was high in iron, but good water. And ain't nothing wrong with iron. It don't hurt you. In fact, puts muscle on you. Turns you into Iron Man. So the trailer's getting pretty full. Been pulling stuff out of the back side of the bus here. It's a lot of steel pipe and things like that. And then those are parts for fender up there. Stuff I'm not going to use, and like I said, it's hard to throw it away, but I'm eventually going to get rid of all that stuff. Haven't touched the 36, haven't touched the van truck. I've been touching this stuff: paint, power washer. Brought out these solar panels again. They're you hook them up to your cigarette lighter, and it keeps the battery charged. I used to keep them in the trucks that sat, but most of my trucks don't have cigarette lighters anymore. So I don't put a cigarette lighter in. I put in a power port. I want to go out driving this thing soon. It's a cool truck to drive. 4-wheel drive works and everything. But like I said, it leaves me on the side of the road, so till I get that issue taken care of, it's just sitting up in here. Just going around, guys. See what's going on. Not a lot. See you on Bad Chad, Mr. Hair Plugs. Don't tell me you don't look like young Frankenstein, brother.